Battle of Gilbert Schools as we're out here at Higley High School. The Knights playing host to the Highland Hawks and their high-flying offense. It's the Arizona Cardinals girls flag football game of the week presented by State Farm, the last game of the regular season, a tune-up for the playoffs, and we are so happy to bring it to you. Jody Jackson alongside former Cardinals linebacker Rob Fredrickson. Rob, last year it was historic putting these games on Arizona's Family Sports and the Cardinals app, and so here we are at the end of the second season. It's been a blast.
It's been a blast, and it's been a little bittersweet. You know, you'd hate to see it end, but looking forward to a great game tonight here in Gilbert.
We've had some great teams, players, coaches. Tonight is no different. Alexis Higley is an elite quarterback, throwing and running, Rob.
Oh, she really is. 78% completion percentage on the year, over 3,200 yards passing, 54 touchdowns, and nearly 1,000 yards rushing.
So how do they slow her down? Well, if the ball's in the air, Avery Openshaw, she's a ball hawk. She's had some game-changing interceptions.
She really is for Higley. She is the defensive force. She had 3 interceptions last night. She's hoping to have more of those tonight if Higley, the Knights, are going to have a chance.
All right, it's Highland and Higley on the Knights' home field. We're excited to bring you girls flag football action. It's coming your way right after the break.
Welcome back into our girls flag football game of the week. It's the second night of back-to-back game days for both Highland and Higley, who both won their respective matches last night. Highland head coach Kenny Galladay has been preparing for this adversity all season long. In his second year at the helm, he put an emphasis on strength training with conditioning to create an edge and build his players' endurance. He also doesn't have a single two-way player on his roster, which is uncommon at this level. That allows his athletes to stay fresh throughout the game and in situations like tonight where they also played last night. It'll be interesting to see if that creates some sort of advantage for the Highland Hawks here tonight, Jody.
Yeah, thanks so much, Danny. And that has happened at times. And these girls, though, they're very well conditioned, especially Kenny Galladay talked about that with us, Rob, how they're ready to go. And we know they will be tonight. Both teams coming off a win last night.
Yeah, it's a beautiful evening. These girls should be in well conditioned and good shape and ready to go.
So we normally start first and 6 from the 14, but there was a penalty on Higley for illegal flags. So starting things off, Lacey Nemchek will be at the helm at quarterback. We talked about Alexis Higley, and that's an incomplete pass as she was trying to get the ball out to Addie Riggs. But you know what? They have shared more and more time as the year's gone on, and now that we get to the end here, Alexis Higley, the senior, and Lacey Nemchik is a sophomore, so we're going to see Lacey here to start the game.
Yeah, it's good to see the seniors participating. Final game.
Lacey pointing, directing, trying to get the ball out, and it is picked off. It was off the hands of Sky Thayer, and the interception is made there. Wow, we talked about the opportunity to get some turnovers. It's Ava Haney. Great job by Haney being there.
Just a great job, opportunistic. When the ball is tipped, it's a great opportunity to get your hands on it. Ava Haney did a great job there getting that interception.
And a little more on the flags. They have to be solid, and there is a logo on the Higley flag, so that is why the team started, the Hawks did at the 24, but it is a first down now for Higley after the turnover. And taking the helm at quarterback is Jada Fagrell, and that is going to be complete out there to Hannah Rudsrow. We're getting our numbers straight. Let's see who we have. A little bit of confusion on the numbers, so we'll get that straightened out, and that's an incomplete pass on second down.
Yeah, Hannah had a good catch there. She's so secretive. She's not on the roster.
We had a change, apparently. I had Hannah as number 4, but we'll get it straightened out. And back to pass, downfield and up in the air. Great grab by Sophia Moreda. She is their leading receiver with 573 yards, Rob, and she's tacking on right now.
Oh, great job by Sophia Moreda. Going up high pointing the ball, catching it so the defenders can't get it. Just a great job there by Sophia, using that height, going up and high pointing it.
And with that, it's a first down for the Knights as they try to score first here. Scrambling now is the quarterback, Jada Fagrell. Jada is the sister, a freshman of Gunnar Fagrell, who is Higley's boys football quarterback.
It's all in the family here at Higley. But great job there by Highland, kind of corralling that and not allowing a big run.
They watch film together and share that love of playing QB. Pressure coming, Fagrell gets it out, and the receiver falls down. The coverage there was by Emma Frost for the Hawks.
That tight coverage there, little contact, but that's okay. Rubbin's racing.
There's more contact in this sport than the average person would think if you haven't watched it. I did a Hamilton-Castile game last week, and boy, the bodies were flying around.
Yes, they were.
Fagrell under pressure, and she is going to be sacked there by one of the sack leaders in the state, Kylie Riggs.
Oh, just a great job by Highland there, getting pressure on the quarterback. 2 defenders coming in. Just too much for Higley to handle there.
35th sack of the season for Kylie Riggs. Set to go for it here on 4th down. Fagrell going deep down the field, tipped up in the air. It was Ava Haney maybe trying to find that magic again, but unable to get the ball.
It's a really good throw. Almost made that completion.
Quick break here as the first quarter continues. About 8.5 minutes left to go here from Higley. Scoreless game.
Welcome back into our girls flag football game of the week. Still scoreless as the Highland offense takes the field, and it'll be head coach Kenny Galladay calling the offensive plays, although he does it in a pretty unique fashion without a playbook. It's all hand signals and audibles without a huddle for this offense. He's got 60 to 80 hand signals, adding about 5 to 10 each week, and allows them to make changes on the spot immediately based on what the defense is showing him and keep a defense on their toes. Pretty unique, Jody.
It really is. He said he, like Danny was talking about, started out with a group and has added and added and added. And the girls have mastered memorizing these hand signals as Lacey Nemchik at quarterback does get the ball out, and it's a backwards pass after the reception made by Bella Blum, and then getting the ball over to Addie Riggs.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of this tonight. Highland does a great job of short intermediate throws, and then the lateral off of that. That's really fun to watch, and hopefully that's something we're going to see more of tonight.
Lacey Nemchik makes the throw out to Addie Riggs, who gets downfield and to midfield. That's going to be a first down as she gets out past the 40.
Addie Riggs, 77 receptions coming into tonight. She's one of many receivers for Highland that just does a great job of getting open and yards after catch.
Nemchik with time now being pressured, gets the ball down to the middle of the field and getting past a group of defenders is Bella Blum. Nice job there, catching the ball almost like a tight end down the middle and being able to run after the catch.
Yeah, again, a great job of buying time there by Lacey Nemchik. And then a great throw, great catch again by Bella Blum. And the yards after catch is so important. You keep running. You think you might have your flag pulled, but you just keep running.
Nemchik gears up, throws downfield and to the end zone. Actually, it's right there at about the 1 yard line, and that's Hadley Wine, who is another top target for both Alexis Ely and Nemchik. She's got 11 touchdowns on the season. That one was at the goal line.
Yeah, again, Lacey Nemchik does a great job, throws a perfect spiral, and just a great catch, kind of keeping the toes in, making sure she's in bounds for Hadley Wine.
Nemchik throws deep again, going to the corner. And that was caught, but out of bounds by Hadley Wine. So a little bit of confusion, yeah, absolutely, since we thought they were going to be down there at the goal line, but it looks like a penalty against the Hawks, a holding call. So here are the Hawks going backwards again. This is not what we're used to with this Hawks offense, whether it's Ely out there or Nemchik, but a couple of miscues have made it difficult. So second down now, and it's Nemchik, goes deep again. The strength is her arm as it's incomplete for Ella Witcher, who Nemchik was looking further down the field for Witcher to be in that spot, but it was just a little bit either overthrown or Witcher didn't run to that spot. So it appears to be third down.
Early on, Highland has taken some shots downfield. I thought they had some success early on with those underneath passes.
There's Nemchik firing and getting the ball out to Hadley Wine.
And just a slight rollout, get rid of the ball into the middle of the field. I think that's the recipe for Highland tonight.
But that's short of the 20-yard line, which is the first down marker, the line to gain. Nemchik rolling right, looking, throwing across her body, and it is intercepted again by Ava Haney. This is the strength of this Higley team, their defense and the ability to pick the ball off.
Yeah, again, Ava Haney just doing a great job of reading the eyes of Lacey Nemchik, sitting in the middle of that field and coming up and making an opportunistic interception.
So the struggles continue here for Highland. I am starting to wonder, because they usually rotate. Lacey Nemchik is in there. She's taken every snap at quarterback. Is Alexis Ely maybe a little bit banged up? I don't know the answer to that. But we haven't seen Alexis Ely yet tonight as Jada Fagrell takes over, and that ball's batted down at the line. Nice defensive play as the Hawks defense steps up. That's going to be Bella Cruz. Both defenses kind of dominating, Rob.
Yeah.
Right up your alley, my friend.
Well, got to see if Higley can capitalize on that turnover and make something happen here offensively.
Fagrell gets it out, but it's just a short gain there to Sophia Moreda, who now has 40 receptions on the season. The Hawks have a great rush led by Kylie Riggs, Bella Cruz, double-digit sacks for those young ladies. Fagrell under pressure from Riggs, and that is off the hands of Haney, who, had she been able to make that catch, would have had some room to run. I'm not sure if she would have gotten to the 40.
Yeah, that was probably the easiest opportunity for her. She's had a couple interceptions already, but just that lack of concentration, I think, in that short underneath pass.
So 4th down again here, and it's Hannah Rudsrow who does the punting for the Higley Knights, and she gets the punt off right at the 50, and returning for the Hawks is Kenzie Egan, the senior, who tries to avoid the tackle with a little hip flip, but the tackle was made there by Lexi Kosmicki.
A little fake reverse there on the punt return. Didn't really get much success off of that, but you know, Highland's in pretty good field position here to start this drive.
So it's Lacey Nemchik firing to Bella Blum, and she's still on the move with her flag intact. Finally, the tackle was made by Kosmicki, but that's a big gain for the Hawks.
Just a good job by Bella Blum after she secures and catches the ball. Just keep running and force the defenders to pull those flags. It's not the easiest thing in the world to pull those flags. They're moving as the ball carrier's running, so anytime you can just keep running and get those yards after catch, that's a big bonus.
1st and 10 from the 30, and another pass right on target again to Bella Blum. Tackle made there. Was it Ava Haney?
Finding a lot of open real estate in the middle of the field. Highland is taking advantage of that right now.
In the Avnet red zone, the Highland Hawks, 15-1 on the season. Nemchik gets the pass once again out to Bella Blum, who was looking to maybe have another pass going here. We're seeing Kenny Galladay, who we know he's very creative. We did that game last year. We know what he can do offensively. There's all kinds of plays on the books.
Well, it looked like she was going to throw the ball forward, and then she realized, well, wait a minute, I can't do that. It has to be backwards, so she kept a hold of it.
So on 2nd down, and the catch is made. That one is caught by Sky Thayer. Earlier, Nemchik was looking for Thayer and ended up being an interception for the Knights. And so now it's 3rd down. And we're inside of 2 minutes here with the 4th quarter starting to wind down. Nemchik, she's finding room to run. Is she going to take it herself? She gets to, I believe, the 1. She was short of the goal line there.
Not just short. Everything gets compressed down here in the red zone. But she realized that there was nobody over there. Everybody was covered, so she decided to run for it. Almost got in.
Big time flag pull there by the Knights. And was it Rihanna Newman? So now it's a 4th down play and goal to go. Nemchik under pressure, dumps it off and gets the ball into the end zone. Thrown to Addie Riggs. And the senior takes it in for her 21st touchdown of the season.
21st touchdown for number 21, Addie Riggs. Great job there. Again, you know, the blockers, the snappers, they're eligible to go out and catch the ball. And great job there by Addie Riggs.
On for the kick is Emily Searle. Highland, they won last night 41-0. And tonight they get on the board first. The kick is no good, but the Hawks strike first here in the Battle of Higley. Another look at it, Rob.
Now again, sometimes as a defensive team, you lose track, you lose sight of the snapper, of the offensive lineman, and Addie Riggs just did a really good job there of finding an opening, securing the touchdown.
I say Battle of Higley because it's the Battle of Higley Road. Just like in Mesa, it's the Battle of Brown or Knox over in South Tempe. Highland Hawks, 14 wins by 21 or more points this season. They are an explosive offense.
Juggernaut, 15-1 coming into the game.
So from the 14, it's Fagrell getting the ball out in stride to the receiver, Rihanna Newman, who is still going. The tackle finally made out there, but she got out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jody, it's not as easy as you might think pulling those flags. You'll see here, a lot of people, there's an opportunity, just didn't actually pull the flag and keep running as a ball carrier. That's a tremendous play there by Higley.
Finally, it was Addie Lowe who had the tackle there, but with a new set of downs and from the 40, but under pressure, and it's Kylie Riggs getting there again. Jada Fagrell goes down. I believe that's also Bella Cruz there. Those two rushers can create a lot of havoc.
Wow, Kylie Riggs, 35 sacks coming into the game. She showed you why there. Just constant, immediate pressure almost. Nowhere to go.
As we come to the end of the first quarter, it's Highland with a 6-0 lead over Higley, so they will switch sides of the field, and it will be second down for the Knights and Jada Fagrell. So time for a break here from Gilbert. As we see the Hawks, they took the lead. Addie Riggs with the touchdown. And we're back. Clint Chandler, interim head coach here for the Higley Knights, really stepping up about 2 weeks ago and taking over the helm. He'll be assisted tonight by Izzo Morales. And talking to Coach Chandler, it was nice to get that win last night.
It's anytime you can get a win. You know, they say winning is the best elixir, and it truly is. For me, it's all about the players, and I think Clint Chandler, head coach, interim head coach, is aligned with that. You know, just whatever is best for the players and making sure that they're going in the right path, and the victory always helps with that.
A couple of the girls here in this final regular season game, Jayla Freeman and Sophia Moreta, are also basketball players, and there's sort of basketball tryouts going on. But they wouldn't miss this. They're out there tonight for this matchup. Well,
I love multiple sport athletes. I love that. I think all kids should play multiple sports. It really, for me, it makes you a better all-around athlete. And Yeah, tryouts and all that's got to wait. We're still in the regular season here. This is the last game, so they can try out tomorrow.
That's right. These girls, they love it too. I mean, and we've talked about it all season, Rob, how the skills translate. That was Rihanna Newman with the catch, but a flag came in. And I think it would have been a first down. It was right around the 40-yard line. So it looked like some interference there, and that's going to be declined by Higley. It should be, I believe it is a first down, though. The marker says fourth, but I believe that's a first because obviously they got out past the 40. Some massive changes to the personnel going on. So, okay, we are told it is a fourth down. And that means a punt by Hannah Rudsrow. And the Hawks have their return unit out on the field. That's a solid punt by Rudsrow, fielded at the 25, and the reverse taken there by number 15 for the Hawks. That's Emma Frost.
Ran the fake reverse earlier, setting up the reverse. Again, it wasn't overly successful there for Highland. But
you're looking to get pay dirt there, maybe have a few girls confused and not over there covering. But now we see Alexis Ely at the helm. And what a season she is having. She had a great season last year. She comes in with over 3,200 yards passing. Ely dumps it off and gets a big gain there out to midfield. We've seen Bella Blum really get loose with this offense, and that's Eileen Murillo.
No, just a great job of running after the catch. Again, avoiding the flagpoles, keep running. Yards after catch, that's what it's all about.
Murillo has over 100 catches on the season. Ely fires and has a player going downfield. It's Ella Witcher, and she is into the end zone for the touchdown. What an electric play by Alexis Ely to Ella Witcher.
Wow, yeah, so many times you find the openings in the middle of the field. She sidearmed it a little, it looked like. Just a great throw and catch. Witcher did a great job with running after the catch, getting into the end zone.
Witcher runs hard. She is the top target for Alexis Ely with over 1,000 yards. That's her 13th touchdown. She's really put up big numbers. Emily Searle will attempt the point after. Missed the first one, but that one is good. So it's Highland 13-0 over Higley. Ella Witcher with the score. There she is, running it in. No one will catch her. Second touchdown of the night for the Hawks.
Welcome back into our girls flag football game of the week, where the Highland Hawks are up 13-0 over the Higley Knights. Highland head coach Kenny Galladay has led a 15-1 team entering tonight's game. Offensively, he says the strengths are spread offense. Everyone gets the ball. In fact, the receivers are each averaging roughly 50 yards a game, which keeps them unpredictable. They've also done a nice job with ball security, although they've had 2 interceptions tonight, so something they'll want to improve moving forward tonight. Defensively, though, it's emphasizing the rush game. They want to disrupt and panic quarterbacks, and we've seen that tonight with already 2 sacks by Kylie Riggs. Jody?
Thanks, Danny. And there's a third from Riggs as Jada Figrell got rid of the ball, and it was caught, but not before Riggs got to the quarterback.
Yeah, Kylie Riggs getting in there again. 3rd sack. Man, she's got more sacks on the year than some pros have in a career.
I was talking to Justin Riggs, her dad, about what she's going to do next year. She's going to play at GCU potentially. They were out to see her and scout her last night. There's a club team at Grand Canyon, and that's certainly a possibility. She wants to continue playing, and she can do that with the Lopes.
Well, that would be great, but she might have an opportunity to maybe get some scholarship money somewhere and play, not for a club team. We'll see.
There's a lot of opportunities out there. We're learning that now as Figrell goes deep, but it's just off the mark, out of the reach of Sophia Moreta on 3rd down, and it looked like there was a little bit of contact there by the Hawks, but no flag.
Yeah, generally you're not allowed to touch or do anything like that, but these refs are letting it go a little bit early on. Yeah, you see the hand holding there, kind of pulling the hand. Maybe you could have called that a holding, but.
So Rudrow gets the punt off, and it will be fielded at about the 36 by Kenzie Egan. Rudrow been busy back there punting the ball. They've moved the ball a little bit, Higley, but haven't been able to get a whole lot of first downs.
I haven't seen much of Kenzie Egan offensively, but defensively, she had over 60 tackles coming into the game, so she's a defensive force for Highland.
And now Kenny Galladay goes back to Lacey Nemchik, who runs. She's still running. And finally, the tackle is made, but she's showing that she can be a little bit shifty back there.
Yeah, good job here when the pass routes break down and nobody's open. She does a good job of scrambling. Got her shorts pulled there a little bit, not the flag, but she did a good job of getting as much yardage as she could.
Like you said, it is an art to pulling the flag. Nemchik trying to spin out of it, but was eventually tackled, but not before getting down into the Avnet red zone. And a first down in the red zone. Nemchik running to her right, throwing into the end zone, and to Emily Searle. There's a flag on the play, though. Searle was open, made a nice grab in the end zone.
15 touchdowns coming into the game for Cyril. Just a good job by Nemchik. Good job of buying time here and allowing those routes. It's hard for defenders, especially when the quarterback scrambles, to cover. And you know, Emily Cyril just did a really good job of finding the open space and catching the ball.
So another touchdown for the Hawks via the air, and that's Nemchik, and Emily Searle will attempt the point after to make it a 20-0 score. Kick is up and good, and that is exactly what it is, a 3-score lead for the Hawks. Let's take another look at this one. Nemchik on the run.
Yeah, she does a good job of buying time, finding the open receiver. Cyril did a good job of finding the open space and making a good catch. Boy, Highland, when they score fast.
Yes, they do. And whether it is Lacey Nemchik back there or Alexis Ely, they've been efficient. Coach Galladay, he's got, they have a lot of targets. It's a little bit like Hamilton. I mean, they are a well-oiled machine. We know about their undefeated season, the reigning 6A champs. Highland has a similarly explosive offense.
Yeah, nationally ranked 27th, ranked third in Arizona. Highland comes into this game really a powerful force offensively and defensively.
Off the hands of Aslan Openshaw. So it'll be second down, and the field position has been tough coming out of the score when you start on the 14. And it's not easy to get that chunk yardage, or it hasn't been for Higley. And trying to connect on what would have maybe been a first down, trying to get the ball to Ava Haney, but incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like Haney was double covered on that pass play. So Frogrell just tried to kind of throw the ball over with some arc and drop it in there, but wasn't able to complete it.
About 7 minutes left in the half. Can Higley get a first down and keep moving the ball? On third down from her own end zone is Jada Frogrell, and that's going to fall incomplete. Haney was the closest receiver in the area. There was also Openshaw, but that's going to be another fourth down for the Knights.
Yeah, nothing happening for Higley offensively right now. They got to find a groove. They got to get some underneath short passes completed, try to move the chains, try to get into the next zone and try to get something going offensively. They've done a reasonably good job defensively. They've had some made some turnovers, but it's just been a struggle offensively.
Rudesrow's punt goes out to Ella Witcher, who has a return, and again, they're pretty much down in the red zone already just off of the return, with the punt being from the end zone. So another chance here for the Hawks.
Yeah, Highland just starting to drive out in the red zone. You know, you don't want to do that when you're going against the third-ranked team in Arizona.
Nemchik throws, and it's complete out there to Maria, who then throws it backwards to Bella Blum, and another pass to Ella Witcher. And the official has his hand up, but it is not signaling a touchdown.
This reminds me of when they used to play football with leather helmets, and you'd see this kind of play, and you just don't see it anymore in modern day football, and it's fun to watch, actually.
It is fun. You never know what you're going to see here. I'm not sure if they're just trying some new things here in this last regular season game, and that is Nemchik throwing to her target, Hadley Wine, and that's a touchdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, man. Again, they strike fast. They score fast. Again, just a really good throw there on a quick slant by Hadley Wine. She did a great job of going down and catching the ball with her body, securing the catch and the touchdown.
Yeah, this is a quick strike offense. We saw it again. And keeping kicker Emily Searle busy. That one is up, and it's good. 27-0 Highland. And we talked about them having 14 games with 21 points or more, so they're up at the 27-point mark already, and we still have over 5 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, again, they have a potent offense, a lot of players that can make plays, and they score quick when they have an opportunity, especially when they're starting drives in the red zone. You know, it's a short field, and they don't have to really go very far. So to put up 27 points at this stage in the game, it's going to be tough task for Higley ahead.
Their one loss came on October 11th, and it was to Hamilton. And the Huskies, they're a machine. Marley Phillips has that thing humming along. Kia Riley, Samaya Taylor-Jenkins, on and on. We can talk about their weapons. And on first down, it's Hannah Rudesrow gaining a couple. But, you know, it's Hamilton last year was really only challenged in that final championship game by Red Mountain. It ended up being a close game. Hamilton won They're the defending champs. They've been even better this year. And so you wonder who can challenge them. I mean, Highland, they lost that game 40 to 14. So when the playoff matchups come out, it's going to be really interesting to see how that lines up. And it looks like we have a player down. You hate to see that. Kenzie Egan is on the ground.
It looked like maybe a little inadvertent contact there.
Yeah, Egan, one of their top tacklers, also an offensive weapon as well. And she got tangled up. Rihanna Newman was the intended receiver.
Sometimes those kneecaps collide. Man, that was painful in basketball, high school basketball. I remember that, boy.
Were you good at basketball?
I was efficient.
Okay.
I was a good rebounder, good defensive player.
I could see that.
I mean, probably around 50% free throw percentage, just horrible.
Ooh, Shaq-esque.
But I could play some D.
Well, hopefully Kenzie's okay. We're going to take a quick timeout here as we're hoping that Kenzie Egan is all right, but right now they're checking on her, and we will be back right after this break. The good news is Kenzie Egan is walking off the field, but the bad news is not a lot of weight on that right leg, Rob.
No, you hate to see it. Again, you know, this is a lot of injuries do happen non-contact, but that one looked like there was some leg-to-leg contact. Don't know the severity, don't know what the issue is, but you know, hopefully she's able to come back and play.
So it's going to be third down for Jada Figrell and the Higley Knights, and that ball batted down again. The pressure just too much from Kylie Riggs, who has been all over Figrell. She's been pressuring the quarterback like she does every game.
Yeah, Kylie Riggs, I almost had an interception there from about 2 feet away, but just another great example of Kylie Riggs getting pressure, forcing the throw, and getting her hands on it.
You can see why a club team or maybe a school, like you said, scholarship money coming her way to play at the next level. Hannah Rudrow gets it out just to about the 31, 32-yard line where it is down there. Bella Cruz tried to handle that one, and the Hawks will take over. 4:18 left, and Rob, if you're Higley, you want to get a stop here. You don't want to let this get up into the 30-point range before the half.
It's hard when Higley can't get out of their own red zone, and really it's Highland's starting every drive almost in positive territory, so it's really difficult for Higley right now.
Well, Lacey Nemchik running around back there and then launching the ball into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Bella Blum. Nemchik was just dodging Olivia White, who was there, the sophomore linebacker, but she was the only rusher, so Nemchik was able to find space and get the ball out.
Yeah, you know, Nemchik does a great job here of buying extra time, and the arm talent, that's what strikes me the most, is just her ability to make that throw even. I think Higley was a little caught off guard that there would be a receiver that far downfield and open. And, you know, so it was a great throw, great catch by Highland.
So Nemchik continues to rack up the touchdowns. She came in with 15 passing touchdowns on the season. Extra point is up and good, 34-0 Highland. And boy, they're really showing off all their weapons. with Bella Blum getting her 5th touchdown of the season, the junior.
Yeah, again, scrambling away from her throwing arm and throwing across her body that distance really shows you a lot about Lacey Nemchuk and just her ability as a quarterback. It's a great job.
So many weapons, and so now we have a quarterback change in for the Knights. And that looks like Layla O'Dowd, junior quarterback. They have a few quarterbacks on the roster. Sophia Moreta has also taken some snaps there.
Just trying to get anything going here for Higley offensively. They haven't been able to get out of their own end. Just need to connect on some throws, move the chains a little bit.
Just shows you the rhythm of the passing game and how important it is to have that in practice. And that pass complete to Rihanna Newman. And that is going to give the Higley Knights a 1st down.
That's what they needed.
So Layla O'Dowd, maybe the spark that they need. She also plays blocker. But you could see she was on target to Rihanna Newman, who's just a freshman. She's had an expanded role in this game today as well. O'Dowd gets it out, and that's caught by Hannah Roodsrow. Just a short gain. And again, if you're joining us, haven't watched a lot of flag football, it's getting to that 20-yard line for the 1st down, which we saw the Knights do. But now to get that next set of downs, you got to get out to the 40.
Yeah, and I think Highland right now defensively, they're realizing that they got a new quarterback in there, Layla O'Dowd. She's not going to throw the ball really far downfield. Everything's going to be underneath. So Highland's really doing a good job of tightening up their coverage and not allowing these underneath throws. If they do, then they're getting an immediate flagpole.
Roodsrow is a great target. Ava Haney, one of the reasons, not just their skill, but they're tall. You know, and that's just like we talk about the crossover from basketball into this sport. A lot of the girls are also on the track team, track and field, basketball. We have some softball players, volleyball as well. But it really shows up here on the football field.
Anytime you can take advantage of your height.
O'Dowd airing it out and trying to come back to the ball was Sophia Moreta. And there is a flag, so O'Dowd, just by nature of throwing that ball down the field, looks like a pass interference on the Hawks.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you watch NFL games, college games, just throw it up. If you have a really good receiver, just throw it up and they'll go up and make the play. If not, they'll get a penalty, and that was a good example of that. Sophia Moreta did a good job of just running the route, and Highland had to interfere with her a little bit.
So it's 3rd and manageable now, about 3rd and 4 to get out to the 40. Pressure, though, coming, and O'Dowd gets it out to Ava Haney, but I wonder, maybe it happened simultaneously, but it felt like the flag was pulled right as the ball was launched, but she got the credit to O'Dowd getting that ball out when she was under major pressure.
Yeah, I really thought this was a sack here, but she does a great job of getting rid of the ball, getting it into her playmaker. Ava Haney does a phenomenal job of getting the yards after catch, and now Higley is in position to go down and score.
So you see, we talked about, and Danny mentioned Highland and their hand signals. You see Layla O'Dowd has the plays on her wrist. That ball gets out to Haney again. Why not go back? But it was double coverage out there.
Still, I like the play. I like the decision making. Ava Haney is a tall player. Throw it up to her. Let her make an opportunity. You see it right here. A really good job there by Emma Frost defensively for Highland. She did a really good job of getting up there and not allowing that pass to be completed.
2nd down, O'Dowd, and even with her arms outstretched, Haney couldn't corral the ball. So it's going to be 4th down, but they have been moving the ball, which is certainly an improvement to what we saw in the 1st quarter and into most of the 2nd, as we're inside a minute right now to the half.
Yeah, they have been moving the ball, and it feels like it's just sometimes it's just a change in quarterbacks, get you a different perspective. And again, there's a completion there.
Yeah, really nice job. O'Dowd again with Riggs kind of breathing down her neck, but she got it out to Rihanna Newman. It's kind of a breakout game for Rihanna Newman, who came in with just 2 catches for 17 yards, 1 carry for 5 yards, and she's been a target here today.
Yeah, the clock is running, and they're being a little casual about it. It's at 30 seconds now.
Now it's 4th down, got to get past the 20. She just floats that one up into the air and into double coverage again. We've seen that before. Ava Haney can't get it. She had Emma Frost there as well as Caitlin Saunders. So they have her blanketed. She was still the...
You know what, going into the half, though, I think Higley can take something away from that drive and really build on that in the second half. That's something that, you know, offensively, at least they're moving the ball. And
So Saunders and Frost are there defensively, and you could see they were in Haney's face. O'Dowd chucks it up to the middle, and no one home. Couple of defenders there. Ella Witcher was there. She's got 7 picks on the year. I think O'Dowd probably just happy that that one didn't get picked off, but of course there's just 18 seconds left in the half.
Sometimes
taking a chance.
Sometimes
could pay off.
A long interception is as good as a punt.
Exactly. O'Dowd gets it out, catches made, but is it just a little bit short of the 20-yard line? Sophia Moreta, who's hobbled. So Higley timeout with 10.9 seconds to go, and not very far to go to get the first down, but at this point it's just getting it into the end zone with 10 seconds, Rob.
At this point, it's got to go into the end zone. There's not enough time to get up, get everybody lined up and reset and have another play. So this ball really needs to go into the end zone.
Is it just get it to Haney? Get it to Hannah Rudsrow? Not bad options.
No, throw it up. Let your athletes who have the height, let them use it.
I can't believe Ava Haney only has 1 touchdown on the season. She has 441 yards coming in. O'Dowd, time running, and to the end zone she goes with it, and it looks like the ball came out at the last second. Sophia Moreta was there. I don't know if it was pulled out of her hands, knocked out of her hands, or...
Yeah, it looked like Addie Lowe for Highland did a really good job of pulling that ball out, not allowing it to be caught right there. Rakes the ball out. Does a great job there defensively for Highland, Addie Lowe.
Addie Lowe almost had it under the arm and kind of walk off at the half with the ball tucked under her armpit. So looks like we're going for a field goal here. It's Hannah Rudsrow, and she's going to kick this one. It's about a 35-yard attempt, and it is blocked by the Hawks. So it remains a shutout through the first half. Highland 34, Higley 0 at halftime here, and the block made there, L. Draves. So special teams even coming up big for the Hawks.
Yeah, I think if I was standing there right at the line of scrimmage to block a field goal, I think I'd turn around. I don't think
the bravery.
The bravery that these girls are exhibiting.
Good job, Elle. You've got more courage than our own Rob Fredrickson, who did display. He displayed great courage on the football field in the NFL for 9 seasons. So,
I had a face mask.
That's true. That's true. These girls don't have the padding, you know. They don't even have a leather helmet like we talked about.
Yeah. No, this is...
So Danny Sarek will be visiting with our coaches down on the sideline. We'll get some reaction. Here's Danny.
Coach, offensively, bit of a slow start, first 2 drives resulting in turnovers. Then you follow it up and score on the next 5. What clicked?
Well, you guys made us nervous. It's Cardinals. So, I mean, the girls are having a great time. You know, it's televised and all that. But, you know, we don't really change anything. I think it was just kind of getting used to the situation. But, I mean, after a while, I wasn't too concerned, and I trust the girls, and they executed.
Defensively generating a lot of pressure. You've kept them out of the end zone, off the scoreboard. What do you tell the defense to maintain that dominance in the second half?
Well, I think it's just kind of a general rule for our team is that we just treat every team the same. I mean, it doesn't matter who we play. It's just always be aggressive, stay on point the entire time. Yeah, we don't change really anything. Just go, go, go every game. It just doesn't stop.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
Yeah.
Good luck in the second half. Highland Hawks are up 34-0 over the Higley Knights. Stay with us. We've got more coverage before the second half of our girls flag football game of the week here from Higley High School. Welcome back into our girls flag football game of the week. Growing up, everyone loved gym class or recess, and the Cardinals partnered with Shields to do their part with that. Cardinals players J.J. Russell and Valentinson helped put on a youth training camp for 100 students at a local elementary school and also provided some gym equipment for those students. Let's take a closer look at how the Cardinals are giving back in the community.
Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh. Go. See, you were smiling. You had fun. J.J. Russell here at Bologna Elementary, out here with this amazing event that Shields put on, able to donate all this amazing equipment to the kids just to really push the initiative for them being active and working well with others. This is amazing, and I'm really honored to be a part of this event. Shields takes all my money. Yes. My daughter loves the aquarium that's in there, like the little, when you first walk in.
Yeah.
It's nice, right?
We hope the kids had a fun day today and they made some life-lasting memories.
Cardinals!
It was so great having the Cardinals players and cheer come spend their time with us today and be able to be here with us. We are so thankful for our partnership with the Cardinals and we look forward to our next event.
Not just the Cardinals players doing good work in the community, Cardinals fans as well. One in particular, Kenny. When Kenny is not cheering on the Cardinals as a super fan, he's volunteering at local food banks and serving on multiple nonprofit boards. The Cardinals gave Kenny a well-deserved surprise of a lifetime.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So Kenny, you're the president of the Casa Grande Food Bank and serve on the board for 4 other local nonprofits. Can you talk about how you got involved and what giving your time and serving the community mean to you?
Big game!
Fan of the Year, Arizona Cardinals 2025 reveal. Let's go.
Once that interviewer asks that last question, we'll be ready to go and pretty excited.
For one NFL team to come down here and interview me, let me give them a little story of our food bank. It's honoring, it's humbling.
One last question. How does it feel to be the 2025 Arizona Cardinals Fan of the Year?
What's it look like?
Come on, baby. Come on.
Wow.
We have a little surprise for you.
Hi.
We'd like to donate 25,000 meals to your food bank.
Wow.
Holy
smokes. Wow. People are hurting so bad right now. I mean, this is going to help out so much with our community. Wow.
Special congratulations to Kenny, very well deserved as the Fan of the Year for 2025. He received that unique customized jersey, 2 Super Bowl tickets, and joins a special elite brotherhood. Second half is just moments away here from Higley High School, where Highland is up 34-0 over the Knights. Stay with us.
The Arizona Cardinals Girls High School Flag Football Game of the Week is proudly sponsored by State Farm and SeatGeek.
And it's the Battle of Higley Road out here in Gilbert between Higley High, the Knights, and the Highland Hawks, but it's all Hawks. A beautiful full moon out here at Higley, and it's the final regular season game. The playoffs will be announced on Saturday, the 16-team bracket, and that'll be right here on Arizona's Family Sports. So we're going to look at some highlights, though. Jody Jackson, Rob Fredrickson up here in the booth. Again, the Hawks, they've had it going. Alexis Ely got it going, as we've seen 2 quarterbacks here tonight.
Yeah, we have. Really, Lacey Nemchek has been the quarterback playing the most, and that was a bit of a surprise. We expected to see Alexis Ely, but both quarterbacks have been very efficient, and there's so many stars on this Highland team. It'd be a pleasure to throw to any one of them.
Ella Witcher has a couple touchdowns, and then we've seen the hook and ladder multiple times, and then into the end zone for Witcher. And you're right, though. Lacey Nemchik, the sophomore quarterback, there's a touchdown to Hadley Wine. Clearly, they have 2 young ladies who can play the quarterback position at an elite level.
Yeah, they really do. And Lacey, like I said, got the majority of snaps, at least it felt like, in the first half. But Alexis Ely coming into the game, is just one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Arizona. So it's a abundance of riches for Highland High School in that first half, as evidenced by the 34-0 score.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay always coming up with creative schemes on offense. He's assisted by Justin Riggs. Nick Miller handles a lot of the defensive calls, and the defense has been really good also. A 0 put on the board for Higley. They did get some offense going on that last drive, but still haven't been able to find the end zone. You know, I wonder, though, going back to the quarterback, Alexis Ely, the season she's had, huge numbers. She was the starter last year. I am interested in how they're going to handle this in the playoffs, though. It'll be like, stay tuned, Rob. What do we have?
Yeah, you know, it may be just as simple as they wanted to get more reps for Lacey Nimchik. They just wanted her to get into some game situations and get some more reps. But, you know, you could clearly see the arm talent, both of these young ladies. Alexis Ely, you saw it when she did get in. And obviously Lacey Nimchik has done a good job in that first half.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good chance for the sophomore Nemchik to get some reps here in the regular season. O'Dowd, Layla O'Dowd has taken over at quarterback. We saw Jada Figrell, who's been primarily playing QB most of the season for the Higley Knights, and O'Dowd's come in, giving them a little spark on first down. That was an incomplete attempt.
Yeah, she did that last drive of the first half. Layla O'Dowd did a good job of moving the Higley offense. So they're giving her an opportunity to come out in the third quarter.
With Riggs bearing down, the pass is picked off and taken into the end zone. Emma Frost was right there. And that's about the quickest pick six you'll see.
Yeah, and just as I was giving some praise to O'Dowd, she ends up throwing the interception behind the line of scrimmage. Looked like a double pass they were setting up for it. And Emma Frost just did a really good job of reading that play, diagnosing it, jumping it, and scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like it was Rihanna Newman, but it just took a little bit too long to develop. And you're right, Emma Frost was quick running. It almost looked like she was running straight into the end zone. The ball just happened to find her. So a defensive touchdown now for the Highland Hawks, who continue to pour it on here to open the second half, scoring in just over a minute. The kick is good, 41-0. That was their score last night in beating Desert Ridge. They beat Queen Creek 51-7 before that. So they're looking sharp going into the playoffs. That's one thing that we know, Rob.
Yeah, they sure are. They're both offensively and defensively. Highland is ready to play. They're ready to go. You see it. They are playoff ready. They have athletes at every position. Really a well-coached, well-oiled team.
It's going to be a big weekend for that bracket show on Arizona's Family Sports and 3TV, 10 a.m. Saturday. Tune in for not only the 16-team bracket for girls flag football, but of course the boys as well. It's, you know, so exciting. I remember when my son was playing, you know, just kind of waiting to see. I think 2 of the 3 years he was the quarterback at Corona del Sol. You know, they went to the playoffs. You just want to see where you're going to land. You know, is it going to be for the boys? Is it going to be the Open or the 6A? And then for the girls, if you're one of those 16 teams, you know, you just want to get in.
Well, you're fired up. You want to know who you're going to play. You want to start preparing for that team. And yeah, there's a lot of excitement around the seeding, around the selection, or who's going to play who. That's a fun time to be a high school athlete and involved in the playoffs.
I can't believe that it's already that time. It just goes so quickly. Of course, they do start. When we do these games, we start this late, and it's 110 outside. And now this last month or so, it's been a lot nicer.
It's really been nice. It's been a pleasure.
Third down, Jada Figrell is back in there at quarterback. The previous play fell incomplete. She's trying to get it out there past the marker, and instead it's another interception. Emma Frost, this time she doesn't take it back for a pick six, but still a defensive play that gives the Hawks some great field position.
Emma Frost is cold.
I love it.
I've been waiting all night for that one.
There you go.
Just a great job by Emma. Seeing the ball again, just seeing the throw, seeing the quarterback, and being in a good position, going up, making the play. Yeah, boy, Highland defensively is really doing a good job.
Nemchik sidesteps Vay Moody, now pitches it back, and the ball's on the ground, so it's a dead ball in the game of flag football. No fumbles here. It hits the ground, it's dead, whistle blows.
I don't know if I like that rule, because you fumble the ball, it should be a great opportunity for the defense, but I do understand no contact, all that, but
yeah, especially with no helmet, no padding.
it's like you get a free do-over, though. I don't know if I like that.
Nemchik looking into the end zone and fires it on target. That is a touchdown for Addie Riggs, her second of the night.
Yeah, really well-designed play there from Highland. Addie Riggs did a good job of finding that open space in the back of the end zone. Just a well-designed play.
Lacey Nemchik, we were told, it's the arm is her strength, where Alexis Ely, she can throw a deep ball, but it's more just managing the offense. And Nemchik getting that opportunity here tonight to just operate, try to, some short passes down near the goal line. You're seeing her hit the slant or hit the back of the end zone like we did right there to Addie Riggs. 48-0. Highland with the lead. We'll step aside here, third quarter time, running down about the 7-minute mark. And another look at the touchdown, Nemchik to Riggs. To our do-it-all producer, Gregson Frampton, with the great scenic. We're here at Higley, and the Knights. There's a lot here with, the Knights, the kingdom, the whole thing. And the Hawks, though, unfortunately, have made this field their domain as they're up 48-0.
Felt like there was a moat around the parking lot coming in here tonight. I couldn't find a parking spot.
You mean we don't put a nice little marker for you reserved for Rob Fredrickson, the great Rob Fredrickson?
Must have been a jousting event going on.
The Renaissance Festival. Higley, Jada Figrell. Yeah. The Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah. Well, could have saved me a parking spot, Gregson.
Well, we have a great crew out here, and we appreciate all they do to put these games out on the Cardinals app as well as on Arizona's Family Sports.
Absolutely.
Second down, Jada Figrell back in there. Flag is pulled. Emma Frost. Boy, she was, with 2 picks and now a sack.
Yeah, I think that's one of those plays that it looks great when you draw it up on the grease board, but to do a play action, turn your back to the line of scrimmage, it just takes a lot of time to develop, and you don't have that time when there's no restriction on the pass rush. They can pass rush immediately, so you just don't have that time to let that play develop.
Speaking of play action, how'd you like the Cardinals' big win over the Cowboys?
There was some play action there. I loved it, right? Just a great game offensively, defensively for the Cardinals.
Defense was great too. Long pass there from Fagrell. Was there contact? We do have a flag. That has been the best offensive play, I think, for Higley, just getting it down there and hoping for some interference.
Yeah, it's kind of at this point, that's what they need to do if they want to move this thing at all offensively. They're going to have to push the envelope a little and throw the ball up. And yeah, you can see it right there. Defender just maybe had a little contact there. Refs, I think, are starting to tighten it up a little with their play, with their calls.
Under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Third down. Fagrell, she's sacked. Back inside the 10 by Elle Draves. She had that blocked kick earlier. And on defense, getting the job done.
Yeah, and Higley had 2 blockers in there. Just not able to create any more time for the quarterback. You'd hope you'd have a little more time there, but just a great job again. Highland applying the pressure.
Well, you don't get to 15-1 without an equally strong defense. They have that. We've seen the offense on display, whether it's Alexis Ely or tonight, primarily Lacey Nemchik getting the reps at quarterback, just a sophomore. So they're building for the future there. Kylie Riggs is going to take this punt and get out across the 20. Tackle is made. She's got a lot of energy.
She's laughing. She's tripping all over the place, laughing, having a good time.
Bella Cruz, the tackle there. She is, or I should say Hannah Rudsrow. Kylie Riggs, though, I love the pink, too.
Yeah.
Kylie's having a special season, came in with 34 sacks. She's had a couple here tonight. And now we see Alexis Ely at quarterback, and very efficient. Her first play is a touchdown. Short. Okay, Stella Price made the catch. Got a little excited there, Rob.
Yeah.
It was short of the end zone.
Just short. Again, just a kind of a mini rollout. Buys time for the receiver to find the open space in the middle of the field. That's really been kind of where the area is tonight, where they've found open space in the middle of the field and just able to exploit it there.
So going into the depth chart, Stella Price, that's her first catch of the season. But Alexis Ely, and now it is a touchdown. It ends up being a touchdown for Stella Price, as Highland continues to pour it on offensively.
Yeah, again, Highland just taking advantage of field position. Great job there, the timing of the handoff with the motion. Stella Price able to take it in for the touchdown.
I think that's their first rushing attempt of the game, maybe second or third. And so it does, again, in flag football, you see mostly passes, but when you do see a handoff, and some teams do it more than others, it catches the defense off guard.
Yeah, it certainly can, especially when you've been doing nothing but throwing the ball. You don't expect a run. And down that close to the goal line, runs probably have a little more likelihood of success.
Third quarter winding down here, and 55-0 is the score for the Highland Hawks. Their largest point total this season came in week 2 on September 18th against Williamsfield. That was 55-0. They did have, oh, here we go, 62-0 over Mesa. So 62 is their highest point total of the season, as Jada Fagrell gets the ball out to Ava Haney. Higley, if you're Higley, you're trying to put some points on the board, but they have continually been backed up in their own end zone.
Yeah, and it's hard. You're trying to do something offensively, and these underneath passes are Highland's just ready for them. They're coming up and making the flagpoles. It's hard to get anything going, get into any momentum as Higley if this is what you're able to do.
Second down and big time pressure. Ava Haney tries to come down with the ball. Pressure that time applied by not only Kylie Riggs, but it looked like Emery Wright was there as well.
Yeah, again, I think I felt like they had something there. They had an opportunity. The ball was thrown up, just not able to come down with it. It looks like a penalty, though.
Roughing the passer is the call, and there was a lot of pressure on Jada Figrell from Riggs and Wright. It was a little contact from Emery Wright, who comes into this one with 9 sacks. Figrell looking, the blocker doing work there, but the ball batted down, and a nice defensive play. Sky Thayer on the coverage.
Yeah, it looked like Sky Thayer did a really good job there of jumping that route. Almost coming up with the pick 6.
End of the third quarter out here at Higley, 55-0, Highland.
The fourth quarter getting started. Highland's got a 55-0 lead over Higley. This year, it wasn't just the strength training and conditioning for Highland head coach Kenny Galladay that he was emphasizing with his team in his second year as head coach. It was also team bonding. That's been an area they really wanted to work on this year, just to have the players play as a family and turn that into some chemistry. So some of the things that the Highland Hawks did is they've gone bowling, they've rented out a movie theater together, they've gone to Topgolf, and most recently, around Halloween, they carved pumpkins together. And so not only is that fun for these high school athletes to build that camaraderie, Jody, but it does translate to chemistry out on the field. And given how this offense is spreading the ball, how the defense is generating pressure, you can see that tonight.
You sure can, and that's so important. Any team that you have, but especially girls flag football here, and we're seeing Caitlin Saunders on the coverage. But, you know, and I think that's something some of the coaches have talked about, and the successful teams that we've seen, they have that. That's a common thread, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, it was one of the biggest adjustments for me going from high school to college and then to the pros. Was in high school and college, you're around your teammates all the time, right? And college, you're living with them and you're around them constantly. When you go to the NFL, you go to the pros, you're on your own. You know, you don't after practice, after meetings, you don't hang out. So that was a big adjustment. But for these girls to be able to do that, be able to hang out and build some chemistry and enjoy each other off the field, I think is immeasurable. It's huge, and it's a great opportunity for them to just become even tighter as a unit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's something that, you know, we don't think about, and plus they're like a lot of them have commitments with other sports, and have made this a priority. The sport is growing. Just a couple of years it's been sanctioned by the AIA, and it's exploded from there. Caitlin Saunders took the kick, and now it's Lacey Nemchek, or I should say Alexis Ely, getting out to about the 42-yard line. Alexis Ely, the senior. Maybe she will handle the rest of this fourth quarter. But I really think that a lot of times we are not appreciating the quarterbacks in this league, especially in 6A, and the arm talent. You know, you mentioned it with Nemchek. Ely has it as well. I mean, we see it throughout. Marley Phillips, Izzy Papp, I mean, on and on. When you see some teams that maybe don't have that quarterback, and you realize that how special it is.
Well, if you don't have the arm talent, it makes it that much more difficult offensively to move the ball, to really get into the next zone, because the defense knows every pass is going to be an underneath pass and an underneath throw, so they can really tighten up their coverage. But when you see quarterbacks that the ball just kind of jumps out of their arm, as you've seen tonight with Nemchek and Ely, it makes it way more difficult for a defense, because they have to respect those deep routes. They have to respect if the quarterback scrambles and buys time. They really have to plaster their coverage, and that's difficult. That's not the easiest thing to do as a defensive player.
So Highland finding themselves there now with fourth down, and going to be a fake handoff, and then looking for the receiver. It's caught. What a play, just sticking with it. Stella Price, she came across like she was going to take the ball, take the handoff, then went out and ran the route.
Yeah, Alexis Lely's basically calling her, telling her to go run the route. She catches it over the defender, one-armed, is able to make the first down. Great play there.
It really was. Just great hands. That's the other thing. The receivers, again, on the good teams, you see some young ladies with great hands. It's not always about speed. It's about securing the ball and then continuing to run down the field. And there's a pass to Bella Blum. That'll be good for a first down inside the 20 and into the Avnet red zone for the Hawks.
Yeah, Bella Blum just does a great job. Almost like those great slot receivers you see in the NFL. They just have an innate ability to find the open space in the middle of the field. She did that there and got some good yards after catch as well.
It was about the 21-yard line, but now Alexis Ely will take it. It's a first down, and she's down to the 2-yard line. That's what she does, not only throwing the ball, but coming in with almost 1,000 yards on the ground.
Yeah, and you see why right there. She did a great job. Just the routes broke down. No one was open. She just decided to tuck it and run. Not really tuck it, actually. She had that ball hanging out there. But again, if you fumble, so what? You get it. You get the ball right back where you fumbled it.
A laser with a hand in her face. Vay Moody was there with the pressure, but what a throw and a catch by Bella Blum. And it's a touchdown pass from Ely to Blum.
Yeah, again, we talk about arm talent. There it was. Alexa Ely, just a quick release and a pass into the end zone. Great throw in tight coverage. It's just a great job there by Highland and Alexa Ely.
We'll wait for the kick from Emily Searle. The ball's down, kick is up. And it is good, 62-0, matching their highest point total on the season here in the fourth quarter. a look at our great schedule, Rob Fredrickson, and it started in week 1, Hamilton at Gilbert, the defending champs, and tonight rounds out our slate here on Arizona's Family Sports. It's the girls' flag football game of the week, presented by the Arizona Cardinals and State Farm. It's been terrific, and these teams, we've seen the stars have been out, with some of the players and quarterbacks, defenders that we've seen all season.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen some really good games that we've had on our schedule. Tonight, it's lopsided, obviously, score-wise, but there's some good athletes out here on both sides, and these girls are really loving flag football, right? It's contagious. It's growing all over the country, and it's really growing in the state of Arizona.
And the Hawks just piling on another interception, Sky Thayer, and some young ladies getting time here tonight in this game. Like you said, the score's gone sideways, but with the sport growing like it is, Higley's young. Talking to Shar Taylor, who coached earlier in the season here, she said, we're young, we're learning every game, getting better. Clint Chandler has stepped in, and he's done a great job being there for them and offensively trying to help them out. And again, when you have freshmen and sophomores, and you have a lot of changes, it can be difficult.
Yeah, I'm looking down the roster here. Freshman, sophomore, freshman, sophomore. So it's littered with freshmen and sophomores, just a couple seniors. So Higley, I feel like they have the bones. They have something here to build on, but they got to stay with it, right? Then they got to stay committed, and they got to do the things in the off season that you need to do to really be competitive in this ultra competitive flag football league in this state.
It's all the year training as that falls incomplete, just out of the hands of Sky Thayer. Especially if you're a quarterback, it's just like in the NFL. So much falls on the quarterback, especially with flag being a position that a lot of girls come from the 5-on-5 club world, and it's different with juke moves and things that you have to hone, and the deep ball and different things that you have to do at the high school level.
Yeah, it really is. It's so much more game plan and play calling based versus just athletic and just doing things kind of freelance. It's very structured, and you see the time and effort that the coaches put into this sport. And I'm not advocating for year-round flag football. I'm not advocating for anything like that. In fact, I'm a proponent of playing multiple sports. I think that's
cross-training, right?
I think it's very important for young athletes to play multiple sports, and I know I enjoyed that in high school, and that's the best way, in my opinion.
Alexis Ely takes it in for a second rushing touchdown of the night, and it's going to be 68 points on the board for Highland. She's just showing off her ability to move back there. At some point, you kind of just, like you said, you don't have to tuck it necessarily here, but you take the ball and you start running with some conviction, and that's what Ely did right there.
Yeah, she sure did. And look, the score gets this lopsided. I don't think they're trying to run it up. They're just running their offense. They're running their plays, and just a great job by Highland. They are a well-oiled machine, and they're hard to defend against.
So Highland ranked 3rd in the state of Arizona, according to Max Preps coming in. You've got Hamilton. You've got some other really good teams that we've covered this year. Campo Verde, Red Mountain, O'Connor. These are teams that are going to try to make some noise in the playoffs and knock off the #1 team, Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton is a juggernaut. They are a great team, and this Highland team that we've seen here tonight, they have players that can make plays at a lot of positions, the wide receiver position. So, and 2 quarterbacks that we've seen that really do a good job.
Kenny Galladay, and you see him next to Nick Miller. So they'll get ready to watch the playoff bracket show Saturday here on Arizona's Family Sports and 3 TV. And get ready for the playoffs, which the first round begins a week from tonight. As Higley completes a pass out there. And Higley, like you said, building. But again, Rob, first of all, I have to say, as we come down to time winding down in this final regular season game, you've been awesome all year long. I'm looking at your notes. You love prepping for this. You get on Max Preps as your friend.
Yes.
You know, we worked together, of course, covering the Cardinals, and I covered you when you were a Cardinal. But you are quite the broadcaster now. And I've enjoyed doing these games with you because you treat it just like you do the NFL.
Well, Jody, I really appreciate that, and I've really enjoyed working with you. You're a pleasure. Can't believe you covered me when I played, but
yes, I did.
We're both aging ourselves there.
I can hardly remember it. No, I do remember it all. Long past there from O'Dowd, who's back in at quarterback. But we want to thank our crew, Gregson Frampton, Nick Nat, Sam Erdman, Hal Wendlinger, Cheryl Goodyear. We've got Danny Surek down on the sidelines all season, Zach Gershman as well. Craig Grialou has helped set our games up as well as doing some play-by-play. Darren Urban, Paul Calvisi, Cody Fincher. I can go on and on.
Yeah, it's a great crew. Thank you, guys. It's really been a pleasure.
Scott Santiago's down on our handheld camera tonight as O'Dowd gets it deep down the field, and it's broken up by Highland. And again, just putting these games on television and on the Cardinals app, you know, credit to the Cardinals, Lisa Manning, Surf Melendez, and then at Arizona's Family Sports, Blanca Esparza Pap. It's really what this sport needs and deserves.
Yeah, I feel like the Cardinals are really trailblazers in this regard. Last year was groundbreaking, and to continue it on this year has really been fun to be a part of, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch the growth of this sport, not only here in Arizona, but also throughout the country.
And an interception by Sky Thayer. And that's going to do it. I also want to thank Jade Hines, Corey Jones, other cameras down on the field. What a great production again. And I appreciate everyone who worked so hard on these broadcasts. I probably forgot a few people, Rob, but hopefully not.
It's almost like you're doing an acceptance speech here,
well,
Jody.
You know, I just think it's great. I think it's a great production.
Yeah,
and
it really is.
You know, now it's on to the playoffs for Highland, and what a big win here tonight. 69-0 is the final, and we will await the player of the game. We love that part of our broadcast. Danny Surek will bring that to us right after the break here on the Girls Flag Football Game of the Week. The Highland coaches, Kenny Galladay, Justin Riggs, and Nick Miller, speaking to their team after this huge win, their biggest win point-wise of the season, and primarily getting the snaps at quarterback tonight, the sophomore Lacey Nemchik. Rob, what'd you like about what she was able to do?
Well, there wasn't a lot to not like. She just did a great job of moving this offense, scrambling, buying time, and then just a great arm. She really, you see right there, just the ability to fit the ball in tight windows when she needs to, scrambling, just buying time, and then she can throw the ball deep with accuracy. She just did a great job tonight, and you know, she's the future. She's the future of Highland High School at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I love how she's pretty calm back there. At the last moment, if she has to scramble out of the pocket, she will. But a lot of times she'll kind of stand there a little bit longer than a lot of the other flag quarterbacks we've seen.
Yeah, and if you are not able to get consistent pressure on her, she's going to stand back there and pick you apart. But even when you do bring pressure, she has this ability to find open grass and just buy time and allow those receivers and those routes to develop downfield. And she has the arm talent really to make any throw. She can throw across her body. She can throw the deep ball. She can throw the underneath ball with touch. So it's really an excellent performance by Lacey Nemchik tonight.
There she is. I think they're talking about her right now, in fact, because she is our player of the game. So we'll await Lacey coming over to Danny Sarek. You saw Clint Chandler talking to the Higley squad, and I'm sure, you know, they won last night. And that was big because they were 4-6 coming into tonight. So I'm pretty sure that despite the tough outcome here tonight, he's proud of the effort, proud of the commitment those young ladies have had all season long to this program. And I know they'll be looking ahead to next year with a very young group here at Higley. And it was the Knights hosting the Hawks tonight. The Hawks coming in with a 15-1 record. So now they move to 16-1 and awaiting that playoff seeding. One of the top teams in the state, ranked 27th nationally coming into this one. And Lacey Nemchik and Alexis Ely, just a great combo at quarterback. Let's go down to Danny Sarek.
Yeah, with our player of the game, Highlands quarterback Lacey Nemchik. Lacey, you look great. And our player of the game, Cardinals bird head necklace there. Great game. You guys put up a season high in points. You threw for 5 touchdowns, spreading the ball quite a bit to your receivers. What do you attribute the dominance tonight to?
Honestly, my whole team. This whole season, we went undefeated this season. And we've just worked so hard, preseason, conditioning every day, lifting. It's just a team effort always, all the hard work we put in, and of course our coaches.
Region champs go into the playoffs. What positives are you going to take away from a stellar season into the postseason?
We're just going to take, I feel like our good bond as a team, our good culture. Of course, our defense killed it, our offense killed it. Just the positivity we have right now and the good culture with our team.
Well, Lacey, congratulations on a great game. This trophy as our player of the game belongs to you, so enjoy it with your necklace and go celebrate with your team, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Jody?
Thanks, Danny. Yeah, the trophy, the bird head, the Highland Hawks, Lacey Nemchik got it going on tonight. 5 touchdown passes for Lacey, and we look forward to seeing what she's going to do in the future here. And they'll go into the playoffs with that 2-quarterback system. And now they're going to take a photo. Again, the Cardinals have done a great job coming out here, Rob, each and every week. The marketing team, the cheerleaders. It's a big commitment from Michael Bidwell to the game of flag football. And we've seen it grow. It's only going to grow from here. We've seen a lot of girls getting recruited by smaller colleges and club teams at the D1 level. And it's just, most of the coaches tell me in 2 years it was going to be at the Division I level.
Yeah, I mean, we all know the popularity of football in this country, and I feel like flag football is just the natural evolution and extension of that. It really has become a very popular sport, not only here in Arizona, but nationally and internationally, as evidenced by it being a part of the Olympics coming up. So, you know, it makes sense for the Arizona Cardinals to be involved in this, and I'm really proud the level to which that they've really committed to flag football in the state of Arizona.
So the Arizona Cardinals girls flag football game of the week finale, which is presented by State Farm each and every week of the season. It goes to the Highland Hawks, who defeat Higley here tonight. Rob, once again, great job. We'll be talking Arizona Cardinals the rest of the way. Thanks again for all your hard work.
Thank you, Jody. It's been awesome. It's been a pleasure.
Big time offense tonight from the Highland Hawks. They are electric. They did it on defense as well. Emma Frost with the pick 6. And we have had a lot of fun. It's just been a blast being out here each and every week. So we hope you join us again for more flag football action on Arizona's Family Sports. We'll see you next time.